Hey guys, what's going on? Doing another video on Infinity Algo. You can see this was the first one that I did here, part 1, and on that video I basically went through the different indicator signals and kind of give an overview. And then I thought today I'd do a quick video just talking about the backtesting. So I think a valuable part of any strategy or any indicator system is a backtesting tool, and it's really cool because the Infinity Algo actually comes with a backtesting part to it. So you can see in here, we go into the indicators. I have a lot of these things now, as you can see. Here's Infinity Algo, that marks up the charts, and you can use that to do your trades. But there's also this one, which is Infinity Algo Backtest, and so that's what I have loaded up in the moment on the screen. Before we get started with that, I want to make sure you guys know that Lance from Theta Traders and I have a course. It's completely free. It's called Learn How to Win 90% of Your Trades in 90 Seconds. Definitely check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. All you have to do is put your email in, and then you'll get a series of emails with the course in there. Check it out. I think this is a really great strategy. Different selling option strategies. I think something you'll really benefit from a lot. The other thing I wanted to mention again is one of my favorite algos of all time is Algo Pro. I did a full review of that, and I'll leave that in the description below as well, so you can go and check it out if you're looking for a different tool. But so far I'm actually really impressed with Infinity Algo. I think it's something that you guys could really benefit from. It's only $99 for a whole like access for life, so lifetime access. You see this cool little infinity sign going on the left here. I'll leave a link in the description below. It takes you to this page, and you can go and check that out. You can see it's sold 4,000 units so far, and it's only $100 for lifetime. And with that you get the signals, which again I'll leave a link so you can go and check out my original review, which was just done the other day about Infinity Algo. Let's have a look at the backtesting programs. So you can see at the top here we just have SPY on the 15-minute. You can see the chart up here, and then I'm just expanding the backtest results up down here. So if you guys aren't familiar with it, this is TradingView, and the backtest program is basically included in that $99, so you don't even need to have premium TradingView. You can do the backtesting, and every time you load up a different chart or time frame, it shows up on here, so you can see over how many 58 closed trades, and this is on the 15-minute. We've had an 84% profitable trade rate, which is fantastic. A win rate of 85% almost. It's really good. And the profit factor is 2. So if you had a profit factor of 1, you'd be breaking even. If you have a profit factor of 2, you're making money. If it's under 1, then you're losing money. It's not a profitable strategy. It also gives you the max drawdown and the average trade size based on this particular test portfolio. And you can see for the 15 minutes we have a profit factor of 2 and a win rate of 85% almost. So it's really works really well in the 15-minute. So you could say that it's a profitable strategy using the Infinity Algo indicators on the 15-minute chart. Now what's interesting is on the shorter time frames as well, like 3 minutes. The 3 minutes is also a profitable chart. I'll just load up. It's not as profitable. The profit factor's dropped to 1.3. and we're only winning half the trades. And I think this is what gets a lot of people with these algos and things, is if you're only winning half the trades, you can still be profitable, but you've got to follow the signals really closely. And what I like about Infinity Algo is it's easier to do that because there's less signals than a lot of these other algos, and so it's easier to kind of stay on top of it. You're not day trading like a crackhead all the time where you're going in and out of all these trades, and if you miss a few, then you might end up not profitable. So this one has a lower percent profitability, and that's what you see on the shorter time frames in general with these indicators. Usually they'll become less, the win rate will drop. So that's the 3 minute, the 1 minute. These are time frames I like to trade on SPY, so I thought I'd use these as demonstrations. This one is still profitable with a 1.2 profit factor again. Again, it's less than 50% win rate though, so you're starting to get kind of like a little bit like harder to trade on these shorter time frames. There aren't that many trades though, so it's easy to keep up with, which is cool. And so if we go to the daily time frame, this is nearly always the best on all these algos because you can get out of all the noise. And look at this thing, it's just basically a huge run. We have a profit factor of 2.9, almost 3 on the profit factor. Remember, a 1 would be break even, less than 1 is not profitable. And 85% win rate, so that's like the best time frame. That's over 153 closed trades on the daily time frame on SPY, which is phenomenal. Like, that's really, really good. So if you wanted to do this strategy, if you did it on the daily time frame, these would be long swing trades, you would do really well according to the backtest. Now, backtests aren't always that accurate, right? Like, because these are previous results, and so we're kind of projecting that this would continue the way it's been for the last 153 trades. If it does, then you'll win 85% of the time, and you'll have a significantly profitable trade expectancy overall. So it's really cool. So that's on SPY. There are some time frames that didn't give a positive backtest. I think like the 1 hour. Let's have a look. Yeah, so you see how the profit factor is now only 0.8. So it's not a profitable system, even though we have 83% win rate. It's still the wins weren't big enough to offset the losses, because the profit factor is the amount you win divided by the amount you lose. And so if the amount you lose is bigger than the amount you win, you end up with a number less than 1. So in this case, 0.8. So you're getting basically a negative return on your money. And you can see the net profit on the left here as well. It's negative 1,000. So in the 1 hour, if you'd followed it exactly in the back test for these 140 trades, then you wouldn't have been profitable. So you can always adapt the strategy, add in extras to make this profitable, but this is just the default settings with Infinity Algo. But there are a lot of different time frames that are profitable. Like I showed you the daily, the 3 minute, the 1 minute. Just have a look at the 4 hour. It's kind of like a swing trading time frame here. Let's see what it gives us. It takes time to load. So again, the 4 hour is actually not profitable again, according to this, 0.8, 84%. So this would be something else you'd want to avoid on this particular ticker with these particular settings. And again, this is with no extra confluence. This is just out of the box Infinity Algo. So yeah, you want to stick to the time frames that have given positive expectancy essentially. So let's look at some other time frames, then a couple other tickers. So let's look at the 5 minute, out to the 1 and 3 minute. The 5 minute also has a 1.2 profit factor, so overall profitable, 67%, so decent, so nearly 70%. That's a good win rate over 40 trades. So you can start to see the different time frames. Let's look at the 30 minutes. See if this loads up. The 30 minutes wasn't profitable over the last 176 trades either on SPY, 77% win rate. That's why people talk about, like, you can have a high win rate, 77% in this case, but you can end up negative overall just because the losses are bigger than the wins. So definitely worth checking these out. I love this. This is so easy to do, like compared to a lot of these things. I know Lux Algo has got this ability now, and I think Algo Pro does as well. But what I found is out of the box, Infinity Algo is actually outperforming on the shorter time frames. It's outperforming both of those other systems. Look at the 2 hour chart, and then we'll look at like something else real quick. Again, the 2 hour chart on SPY didn't work out very well, even though the majority of the trades won. We end up with a profit factor that's less than 1, so we're not doing well on that. So you can kind of go through them all. I just want to have a look at, say, just like something else. I don't know what people are trading at the moment. These are some of the tickers I've been doing. You can try Tesla, see if there's any profitable trades in Tesla. So wow, look at this. This is the 2 hour on Tesla. You can see there's 228 trades, 77% profitable with a profit factor of 1.8. Very nice uptrend here with very little drawdowns. So really nice $7,000 profit based on this model portfolio. And the back testing. So the 2 hour time frame on Tesla would be straight out of the box profitable. Let's see on the shorter time frames what this is like. So this is where it starts to fall apart. We're almost break even, nearly a profit factor of 1 on the 5 minute, so not particularly good. Let's look at the 3. So really nice profitable trades on the 3, 1.5 profit factor, 81% win rate. You can see the difference changing from 5 minute signals to the 3 minute signals can make. There was a bit of a drawdown, trade 43 here. This is out of 80 trades, but it was recovered. Still remained profitable overall with a net profit of $1,000. So pretty cool. Let's look at the daily. I'd hope on the daily that it'd be profitable, but let's have a look and see. So here's the daily on Tesla. Actually, on the daily on Tesla, it's not. It's a profit factor less than 1. So it'd been a net loss on the daily in Tesla, which is strange. Normally these things perform better, but that's why we have backtests, right? And it helps figure these things out. So hopefully that's useful. We can have a quick look at the signals. So I'll show you one of the things on SPY for people that haven't watched my previous video. So we go to SPY right here. what I'm going to do is just find a profitable time frame. So in this case, we'll just use this one, which was the daily. And let's look at the actual signals that this is based off of. So what I'm going to do is close down this box here. So just compress this down. Instead of the backtesting chart, which isn't very helpful, looks kind of messy, I'm going to pull up the actual alerts, right? So I'm going to go into indicators, go down to Infinity Algo, and hopefully that'll show us the actual trades on the daily chart. So this is the settings. You can see Smart Buy here. It's really run up really nicely. It's just kind of looking back here. And then so normal sell here, obviously that worked as well really nicely. Most of these trades have been working fantastically, so here's another buy. So you can see that high win rate's definitely true, and you're getting these long runs over months where you're just holding this thing really nicely. So that's the daily. Let's look at the signals on, I think like the 3 minute was pretty profitable. So we've got the 3 minute here. Okay, so let's just normalize this. 3 minute on SPY, there's a buy signal. You see it worked out really nicely. Sell signal, would have got some profit there, but it wouldn't have been a huge winner. I've gotten out. Kind of look back here. You can see there's very few signals, but when they work, they really work well. So it's kind of choppy. Would have got profit from this one though. Probably up here somewhere. Just to kind of give you an idea. Smart sell all the way down here. So hopefully that's useful. I think backtests are useful, and I think getting them for $99 for a lifetime included in the Infinity Algo package, which again I'll leave a link to in the description below, takes you to this page. To get the backtest included at this price and everything for life on a system that actually works better than most algos that I've played with. In fact, I'd make the argument that this is better than Algo Pro. I'm definitely looking at it. The only difference is when you start to get more trades, they don't work as well. Like the number of fake outs do increase dramatically. So this may look like it's much better than Algo Pro, but I've got it on a setting at the moment. When it comes out of the box, it's set to these longer trades. So 18 at the moment for the sensitivity on this. And so when you change that, you can get more trades if you want, but you'll get more fake outs. So these are long swing trades, most of them, even when you're set on the shorter time frames. Like you'd think there'd be lots more trades like on a 3 minute chart. So that's something to bear in mind, that a lot of these are swing trades even on the shorter time frames, whereas things like Algo Pro and Lux Algo, they'll give you a ton more trades, but you'll have a lot more fake outs. So it's really dependent on your trading style. If you want to be day trading like a crackhead, then something like Lux Algo or Algo Pro might work better for you, whereas this one is actually probably a more profitable system because more trades are swing trades. I think overall swing traders generally do better than day traders, just kind of how it is really. And that's my opinion, my experience. Okay, hopefully that's helpful, and I'll talk to you guys soon.